you think people that were connected to him are now in fear because of the way that this thing has spun out of control?
Well, if everything, which is allegations, have any semblance of truth, you have to think that if these people actually party with him.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Everybody that was connected to P. Diddy, you see nobody coming out. You see actually people actually not only talking about him, but not talking at all. If you really look at it, what's going on? Do you think people that were connected to him are now in fear because of the way that this thing has spun out of control?
Well, if everything, which is allegations, have any semblance of truth, you have to think that if these people actually party with him and he was actually recording, the parties, that it's a lot of people that can be liable, and can have exposure to some form of criminality or some form of sex trafficking. So their lawyer probably told them, they probably all lawyered up, probably told them, hey man, don't say nothing, go back to what I said, live your life like you're on trial. Whatever you say can be used against you. So I think the smart people are just keeping their mouth shut, and for two reasons, hoping that Diddy don't try to use them as a scapegoat and get out of prison and expose their wrongdoings, or their lawyers is just telling them, hey, look, be quiet. Now, me personally, I've said several cases I would never be upset or mad at a person because of allegations. I personally don't have nothing against him until I see all of the evidence. I said I do not condone him hitting on a young lady, and I rebuked him for that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. But, as far as all this other stuff, I just want to see the evidence before I rush to judgment. And I think a lot of other people should do the same thing because, we as a black people, we have been marginalized. We have been demonized. We have been discredited and destroyed by the system. And it don't make no sense for us as a people to perpetuate and to lend to that destruction, right? So we have to be very cautious and very, smooth on how we deliver certain things. Just like I said on Matt Hoffa, and I said, Diddy, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these people are talking about. Personally, he taught me about publishing, and, he came to my movie, did my movie Ghetto Streets Extra for free. He sent Loom to my birthday party. They sent him down there free. I made hundreds of thousands from that. So these are the experiences that I have. I don't want to rush to judgment, and then even if he did do everything that he said that he did, it ain't my damn business anyway. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? These white folks do way worse stuff than what P. Diddy doing, and we still forgive them. But when it comes to a black man, we can't be seen with him. We don't want to call him. We hate him and all that. But shoot, man, before that dude killed himself, Epstein, they was still called and taking his call.
Do you think he was? Do you think they ain't put him on the island or nothing?
Who?
Epstein.
Well, shoot. Hey man, listen, man.
They ain't put him on the island.
Let me say this to you, that this government is so corrupt, right? And it's so many things that happen. And they, under the Freedom of Information Act, every 40 years you can see what happened. And if you look at some of the things that happened with the Kennedy administration and the Johnson administration and the Nixon administration, it would baffle you. Like, Nixon did that? Kennedy did that? Johnson did that? They did this to Martin Luther King? It was like recently, as much as 5 years ago, they tried to expose Martin Luther King for having a relationship with a white woman and having extramarital relationships, right? They held it for 40 years. So we know that these folks do a lot of stuff, and they got they got 40 years before it's exposed. 40 years from now, we'll be dead and gone, but our children may be reading that Epstein was on the island.
Damn.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.